Hey there everybody, I am back and I've got more movies to review. This time we've got a whopping 4 feature films against the ropes. I had an eventful weekend. Between Friday and Saturday I've just seen these 4 movies and none of them really inspire any insightful comments, so I'm pretty much just going to say if they were good or not. For the most part, looking at the lineup, you probably already know that they really aren't very good. Sorry. But yeah, it won't be as long as a Stranger's review, which I gotta thank you guys for. Thank you for all the comments, responses, everything. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. But yeah, here's the movies for today's review. First of all, we've got One Missed Call, the remake of Takashi Miike's One Missed Call. I don't know the original title because I speak awful Japanese. Then we've got Meet the Spartans, needs no introduction and nor does it deserve one. And then Jessica Alba in the Chinese horror remake, The Eye. And I said 4 films. I meant 4 films, I just don't have a DVD case for the other one because it's in theaters right now. It is Adam Sandler's Don't Mess With, or no, it's not, it's, okay, Adam Sandler's You Don't Mess With the Zohan. There you go. I can say it, I promise. So yeah, first of all, One Missed Call. Did anyone think it would be good? Honestly. It's a remake of a Japanese horror film where there's a ghost in a cell phone. You miss the call, you hear a voicemail, you hear yourself on the voicemail dying. That death somehow turns out, and there was a very contrived plot with abused kids, and really the old... For horror movies, either you go to get scared or you go just to have a good time laughing at how bad it is. This is definitely the latter. This is so bad, but I had a good time watching it, I'm not gonna lie. And the ghosts were hilarious, because, okay, of the ghosts that I can recall, there's this one on the cover, the Blinky, because she has little teeth. Her eye sockets are mouths with little noses right here. She's probably the funniest. And then on the disc, let's see, we've got this guy. He's doesn't have any eyes. There's just some with, I don't know, but he's on a bus. And then the other main one is this little kid in the hoodie. It's not scary, it's not thrilling. The actors all, I swear to God, they probably downed a container of Xanax before they started acting because everyone is so droll. I'd only recommend it if you want just an awful movie to laugh at, because that's something that this does do. So yeah. So my verdict, I give One Missed Call 1/2 of a mouth-eyed ghost out of 5. Not recommended. As I said before, next up is Meet the Spartans. I'm not even going to get into how much I despise this movie. I had to take a nap afterwards because my head was splitting. It was just cracked open and just pain. It was a painful movie. I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy. You know, going into it, I knew it would be bad. I figured it would probably be about this bad, but that doesn't really take the sting off of how awful this movie is. Just strung together piece of shit, pop culture references that are a couple years behind, and just gay jokes out the ass. It's... no, not worth it at all. You go in knowing it's going to be a stupid comedy, but it's not a comedy, it's stupid. Comedies need to be funny, and this is not. It's just painful watching this. So, not recommended. No way in hell. So, I want to give it like 1 obese Xerxes out of 5, but I mean, I can't even give it that. This gets nothing. No anything. No Xerxes out of 5. It's... ugh. Next we've got Jessica Alba in The Eye. Obviously not an Oscar award winning movie because Jessica Alba's in it. And granted, I like her, she's okay. Overrated, overexposed, she's in way too much now, but she's not bad. I don't despise Jessica Alba, she's okay. And the movie, not so bad. Considering other J-horror remakes like The Grudge, I haven't seen The Ring. I've heard it's good. I've heard The Ring 2 is awful, but I haven't seen... J-horror, I haven't seen very much of. But this wasn't too bad. I haven't seen the original... Oh, this isn't J-horror. What the heck am I talking about? It's Chinese. Oh well. The plot was kind of silly. Jessica Alba was kind of silly. It's kind of a silly movie, but it wasn't bad. It had some okay ghosts. There was like a guy in an elevator with his face missing. He was okay. It was just an okay movie. It's nothing special. It's okay. Definitely a renter. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It's just, if you're into the sort of thing, it's not bad. It's not scary. It's pretty silly, but, you know, it's not awful. So, I didn't hate it. It was okay. You'll get this if you've seen the movie, but I give Jessica Alba the Eye 2.5 talking alarm clocks out of 5. And last but not least, there's Adam Sandler's You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Now this is written by a group of writers like Judd Apatow from Knocked Up, and Robert Smigel, who wrote... He pretty much does all the cartoons on Saturday Night Live, like the ambiguously gay duo, and he's Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, and that kind of humor really shows in this movie. It's an Adam Sandler movie. So pretty much that statement alone should decide whether or not you're going to see it. Because if you're an Adam Sandler fan, you'll probably like it. And if you can't stand Adam Sandler, obviously you're not going to like it. This isn't going to convert you to Adam Sandlerism. It was, it tells the tale of a Israeli commando who moves to America and cuts hair. And it's all done with all sorts of penis jokes and sex with old women. And of course the obligatory Rob Schneider cameo. And it was okay. It carries on a bit too long, and there are parts where he gets a bit too preachy about this whole Israeli-Palestinian conflict. But it was a relatively enjoyable movie. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's kind of like with Will Ferrell. There are a lot of other comedians out there. You're not going there for a groundbreaking film, you know? So it's nothing too... It's pretty much you go and you get what you expected, albeit it's almost 2 hours, so you get a little bit more lengthwise than you expect. But it's not bad. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd just say it's more of a renter, definitely. It's not a theater experience type movie. And since I don't have a DVD case to record, I'm just going to film my cat clock. You Don't Mess with the Zohan, I would give 3 things of hummus dip out of 5.